Now you can see some of my stuff. I just started knitting, and I ran off the threads, so I need to buy more. This I was making last year, and I was trying all different patterns, and that was the sleeves, and I'm still processing to finish, and I love this print, so it looks like really nice. And this one here I made t-shirt. I don't know why I make t-shirt for myself, but I've done it. So many leftover threads and yarns, and just used for something different. And this one is a yarn called Aran. I love this yarn. I've got plenty of different colors, and they are very warm and nice, and it's simple, few straps, and it looks really nice. I love it. One of the best one. Today I will be using this thin yarn which left over. And these needles, they are circle needles, round. I love them, and I'm using them all the time. Straight needles we can use as well. This is a number 5, for example, but I prefer still round needles. They are very comfortable for the hand. They have got curves. This straight needle is sometimes difficult when you're knitting few hours, but this one is a curve, and it's nice curve to your hand. I really like them, and I really recommend it. I will show you a few different types of yarns. There's a thin, and then we can use thinner needles. That one is Aran. It's quite thick, and obviously we need to use thicker needle. I would like to mention we've got all different types of needles. This is the round one, which I really like it. Then we've got short needles that can be used for making socks or gloves, some people using, but obviously they need to be 5. I've got only 3 at the moment. I don't know what's happened with the other 2. And we've got normal straight needle, the long one. So many people they are using that. Also we've got different made, some of them made wooden, some they are plastic. It depends what you like and depends of your hand, so it's your choice which one you prefer. Today I will be using this round needles with this yarn, and again I would like to show these curves, which I'm crazy about these curves because it's really good for hands. So many people complaining pain in the hands when they are knitting so many hours, but this is the reason, and they are really fit to your hand. I really recommended them. And this pressure when you're knitting with this straight needles, you're having pressure on your skin after 2 or 3 hours of knitting. Usually I'm knitting that time, so it's really difficult. So I prefer to have a round needle with the curves. let's start it. Oops, I'm gonna show you. First, some people they like do on doubles, and they are putting together 2 needles, and they are putting, this is what's happening. The thread yarn is going between needles when the 2 needles. That's why I'm doing on the single, and this is how we are putting on. At the moment I'm doing just quick to show. As you can see on doubles, on 2 needles, it's more loose. And now I'm gonna show you on the 1 needle. It's more tight on the 1 needle, but I always I do on the single. I did before on 2 needles. My grandmother, she was showing me when I was young, I was 13, she was showing me how to make garments, jumpers, sweaters on the needles. So you can see now it's more tight when you do on singles. I will show you now how to put yarn between fingers, because quite tricky, and so many people having problem with this when they are starting. When I was teaching some people, they always were confusing, they had difficulties to hold the thread, but you need to try a few times, put through your fingers like I'm showing, and this is how it's going, and you need to let it go afterwards. So this is how we put the first stitch. I'm going to show you again. It's sometimes confusing when I'm making slowly, so I did slow now and I confuse myself. This is the one, and it's usually twist. You're creating a twist, the first needle, and then you're going through, and again at the bottom, and then you go on the top, and this is how you put it on, and again. Just you go slowly. First time, just go slowly, don't rush. Don't pull too much thread. The thin thread sometimes difficult with to keep loose stitches on the needle. And this is, you can see, just check how the tightness. Sometimes when it's too tight, yeah, this is like keep going with those threads. I did this video so you can just making with me. Now I'm a bit faster now because I'm trying to reach some point. Yeah. And now I will show you from different thickness, because usually I can see people on YouTube, they are showing one thread, but they all working different, and obviously size is very important. This is size 5 for my Aran, which I mentioned before. I love knitting in Aran. And you've got again twist. So you're twisting this thread. But another thing, some people, they are just going easier way, which you can do the same easier way, but and you can twist. Whoops, and it's twist. I'm gonna show you again. Twist, and you've got 1 stitch. So easy, easy peasy. First stitch. Now we're going to second stitch. Here we go. Second, third. You're always going from the bottom. Now I'm going to show you slowly how it is going, so it's easy to understand. Because I know some people can watch who are knitters, but I made this video to people who actually they never did, or they did when they were young, and they never go back to knitting, and they want to do now. I had a break, I think maybe 2 years, and I didn't knit anything. And then I started again like a crazy. I just love it, knitting now. Everywhere where I'm going, always knitting. So now we've got beautiful row of stitches. How beautiful they are. I hope yours as well, they look the same. So just make sure the tension of the threads when you're putting is correct, because this is how it will be when you're starting making your garment. Make sure the stitches they are right. Now I'll show you again close to the camera how to make it, the stitches, and how to put the threads. This is the video for beginners who never did any knitting, so I like to make sure people understand this process, as put stitches on the needle sometimes not easy, and so many people are having problem with this. So I'm just going slowly close to camera so you can watch it and see how they're going. I can really just to remind you, just to make sure the tension of your threads, they are not too tight, because so many people at the beginning they're really tight because they are just afraid. But just let it go, make it loose, let it go the threads. Try a few times and you will get at the end. I didn't plan today to show you how to make stitches, knit and purls, but I just decided to show you because I've got everything at hand, and we were exercising, practicing how to put stitches on the needles. So this is the first one, is knit, and I'm gonna make first row all knit. And you put the needle inside of the stitch and you pull through the thread, inside and pull, inside and pull. It's a very easy process. All the time you're repeating at the moment. Obviously always check your tension of your yarn. Don't pull too much the thread, they need to be loose. Just let it go, and inside and you pull, inside and pull, inside and again. It's very easy. If you're gonna make few times, you're just gonna make it very easy. And this is how the all knit stitches done. And this is the other side, which we call purls. So the first one, I never knit the first one. I always, this is what people does, and you've got uneven edge. When you put the thread the back of your work like this, and then just pull it. Don't do it anything with this, and then move to the front the needle, and this is how you're making a pearl. And this again, all the time the thread at the front of your work, and put inside needle and pull through. I mentioned about this edge, do not stitch the first one, because then we've got nice and neat, and it's going, the edge, it will be straight. They always will be twisting, maybe rolling inside, but the edge, it will be nice and straight. And this I'm showing again, the thread need to be at the front of your work. And pull inside and pull inside and pull. All the time make sure the thread is not too tight. Don't keep too tight. The tension to be loose. And the last one, when we're gonna get to the last one, I do knit. Always I do knit. Every single row at the end, I always do knit. And this is how it looks like. And then again, you can see the first knit, the first stitch, you just pull it, and don't put at the back, at the front, put to the back and just pull it. And now you're making knits inside, and you just pull through. And this is how the knits they look like. I will show you again the first stitch. I don't knit, just at the back and just pull it, and that's it. And then you keep going with the pearls, and always thread at the front of your work, and inside and pull, inside and pull. It's very easy. I'm gonna try a few times, you'll get it how to do it. Just watch my video a few times if you're having problems, and then you'll get it. And here again, I just remind you, I never knit as a pearl, the last one, I always as a knit, so then it's nice and tidy. And then when you turn your work, then you're starting, just first one, just pull, don't knit it, and the edge will be very nice. You won't have any problems. And here you can see all the knits, how they look like. So this is how I did before. So they're going like this pattern, all the knit. And this I'm gonna show you in the yellow, the same, like I don't knit the first one, and I'm starting knit from the second one. I'm showing the yellow because I think the yellow will be better color to show. Anyway, this is for video for the beginners, so it will be good for you to practicing with me. And it's like I said, don't pull. Some people they twisting on the finger, the needles, but I found it, the tension is really tight. So I put only through the finger, and I just knitting. Also the first row always a little bit difficult because there's not enough room Otherwise, if you're gonna do on 2 needles, like I showed before, so then would be more loose. And I mentioned my grandmother, she always did on 2 needles. And this is the left hand side of the fabric. So first one again we are pulling out, and then we starting purling. And again, this is the threads at the front of your work, and put inside and pull. When you are knitting, always make sure the stitches are not tight and try to do them even. Always try to them loose. So now I'm gonna show you, this is what I'm planning to do next Monday. So every Monday I will be posting some videos about knitting. So see you to next Monday, and thank you for watching.